this technique called the Neuro-Emotional technique. Have any of you ever heard of that? Yeah. So I later was certified in it. And he took me in front of a mirror and he said, smile at the mirror. And I weakened every time. I couldn't even smile at myself. And then he said a bunch of things that I thought were totally whack, and like, you know, it was like a magic trick. And he got to one emotion, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it was, but he said that emotion, my arm went down and I just started to cry. And I let loose. I hadn't cried like that since before the accident. And it was like I was the only one in the room. I was just crying, and he's adjusting my spine by tapping on it as I'm breathing. And then when I was done crying, I came to, I looked in the mirror, and he said, smile now, like solid rock. You have to understand, before I met this chiropractor, I could barely talk to my own brother properly, let alone get in front of a room with you fine people and say anything. Because of the hearts of a chiropractor, that's why I'm standing here before you today. Later in my career, once I became a chiropractor, Dr. Barker found me. He had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and he found me on the Neuro-Emotional Technique website. And he said, Landon, I'd like to come and I'd like you to be my chiropractor. So the student was able to minister to the teacher. And that was some of the best things in my career, was to remove those NECs that he had about getting cancer, because he wanted to have quality relationships with his family, you know, whether he was going to beat the cancer or not. May his soul rest in heaven.